my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday. Man, y'all smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls. Y'all know we got Music Monday, but this is Sold Out, man, where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk. Pretty much sign up for that Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up, or, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we also got a food section, a sports section, you name it, right? Okay, pretty much if I don't get the content out in time, most likely we're already discussing it in or posting it in the Discord, right? Shameless plug, and it's free to sign up. Tonight's topic, man. Looks like, this ever since we had this whole cool kick situation that kind of went down, right? I'm gonna do pretty much everything you need to know about the cool kick situation, and ironically, police has seized a $1.4 million worth of sneakers in like an LA home, right? Okay, I'm not sure if that ties hand in hand with that, but I mean, it's kind of ironic that we have the cool kick situation, and then just a couple days later, we have that pretty much where LAPD, which is Los Angeles Police Department, recover estimated 1.4 million worth of stolen Nikes and train cargo at an LA home. So again, I know run that back. I know Cool Kicks was saying they had no idea the product was stolen, and that could be true. But, I mean, we're going to just do the facts here, give our thoughts and opinions on that tonight. And also, we're going to be talking Nike refurbished app returns. I'm probably going to start there because I know the Cool Kick situation can get somewhat long-winded, right? Okay, and then I have seen like a StockX trying to still revive, and I seen them doing interviews and stuff like that. That video I plan to post in a Discord. I haven't actually had a full time to like sit down and watch him myself. But other than that, man, as y'all commenting out, smash that like button. Let me know if audio and visuals okay, and then we'll get the party started. Let me touch the chat real quick, see what we got in the building. Looks like we have Long Beach Joe Jets in the building. Says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? What up? What's Gucci? What's Gucci? Let's see. Devon Photo says, what up? What up, Devon? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let's see. Slayer says, what's Gucci? Sneaker Squad 100. What up, Slayer? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all sub up, man. So, other than that, and then we'll also talk upcoming sneaker releases toward the end of the live, which it looking like it's going to be another quiet month. Ironically, it's kind of weird to say that for October, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe towards the end of October, we'll get some shock drops or something. Who knows? But I am anticipating like November and December to be some strong months based off what we have anticipated, right? Black Cats, Travis's, 11s, the Gammas. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole 11 lineup, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all that stuff is going to sell out either, because you also got to keep in mind, I don't want to really get too in depth with this about it tonight, because I know I've kind of hammered that home this entire year. The economy itself right now, dog, with the new administration in office, things are different for everybody. From the millionaire and billionaires to the little guys, right? Okay, like everybody's feeling it, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. We all somewhat eat off of each other. You know what I'm saying? Really, this whole thing is really a cycle, kind of like how we say the earth spins, you know? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We spending money to make money to, this person gets it and they spend it, this, that, and the third, right? It's really all comes full circle, right? Just fun facts out there. Not going to really go into in depth on that. So I say all that to say, man, honestly, this year has been a very humbling experience probably for a lot of us. And then also, if you think about, sneakers, it hasn't been that much drops, really, for real. I think I've only bought one sneaker off of the sneakers app this year alone, right? No major hits, no major nothing, but it hasn't been no super crazy major drops either. And the stuff that has been going crazy, I mean, honestly, people aren't tripping if they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to keep it real. But let me share my screen on the first story. We'll get into that because I have a feeling this Cool Kicks joint's going to take up quite a bit of time. And yeah, we want to make sure we only stay on this joint for like an hour. Sorry for that quick rant real quick. So we're going to start with Nike's refurbished app returned. We're going to see how that's going to go. Keep in mind, they got a new CEO over there, Elliot Hill, which I think I seen him doing an interview recently as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can actually pull that joint up, because I actually want to just maybe hear him in person too. I think we just seen, I'm pretty sure I seen it. I don't think I actually put it in the Discord. Let me see if I can actually pull that joint up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Elliot Hill, Nike. I want to see if I can just pull this joint up real quick. Yeah, he just did an interview literally 5 days ago. Says the Nike CEO Elliot Hill turnaround, it will take time. I'm gonna play that real quick. Fair use for YouTube real quick. I'm gonna share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. I want to get right into this joint. So this will give us a little backstory on this whole situation before we can get into the cool kick stuff. Because you know how that drama's cool. It is what it is. But you know me. You know I'm cool over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me touch the chat real quick. Devon says, chilling my guy. That's what's up. Let me play this real quick. Fair use. Got to say that 100 times for YouTube. Obviously, I got a commentary in between this joint. Let me see if I can play past the ad real quick. Let's see.
Bill Spanberger, candidate for governor, and I sponsored this ad.
And what Sears says about abortion is disturbing.
I can't support abortion. Since it won't let me skip. Abortion is... All right, cool. I'm putting that on mute until they let me skip this joint because I really don't want to hear this part. And here we go right here. Let's see if we can get started. Right here. This is Elliot Hill. This is CEO. He says the turnaround will take time.
How are you gearing up for those moments, like literally and figuratively?
We are literally and figuratively. So we launched in, let's take World Cup, which will be next summer here in Mexico, and then of course in Canada. And we've already launched our product to our wholesale and our Nike Direct teams. We had a big celebration down in.
This is the Nike CEO on company's presence at the major sporting events. So they're trying to turn around. I think they're going to take it back to the athlete, if I'm not mistaken. But question, right? Who is the next big athlete for Nike, right? That can really turn them around and bring them on the level of like Jordan did. Jordan, to be honest, is still their biggest athlete in my opinion, and he hasn't played actively in the NBA in how many years? Let's just keep it real.
In June around the club.
And let me clarify this. LeBron has done his thing. You know what I'm saying? Kobe's done his thing, RIP. Kyrie, when he was there, he did his thing. Who else? I can go down the whole rabbit hole. But at the same time, Carmelo, you know what I'm saying? We can keep going, you know. Who else am I looking for? I can't even think of his name. I say all that to say, though, who's done it on the level of Jordan, you know?
World
Just
Cup.
Food for thought.
We've got a whole new innovation coming with 3 silos of football boots. New innovation on our football kits. It's an apparel innovation that we'll be able to leverage across multiple different sports. We're looking forward to that. We've got sportswear that's coming that will appeal to that cultural consumer.
So by cultural consumer, I'm assuming that they want to get the younger. They got us, the OGs, right? I ain't gonna say we all like older or nothing like that, but they got the OGs. They got the guys underneath the OGs, but they don't have the younger audience. Like the people that's like not in our generation, like below us, like the generation underneath us, they're not really into kicks like that. You know what I'm saying? They get dressed, but they don't really care about, you know, not saying they don't want to look fly, but they don't want to drop a bag on sneakers, this and the third. I don't know what the hell they do, but this ain't their thing. This ain't their mantra. You know what I mean?
And then, of course, we'll be making a big brand statement around that as well, investing pretty heavily in terms of brand marketing. And we've got some of the great teams come in here, including the United States.
Yeah. I mean, do you look at those moments as they're big moments around sales, or is it about the brand?
The sport moments, we call them, are big for the brand, and over time, it depends.
Do you think, okay, another question. Do you think this guy can really bring Nike back? Can he bounce him back? You know what I mean? Keep in mind, I think he used to work there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like a hater or nothing like that. Man with the Kicks just entered the building, says, what's Gucci sold out family? What up, Manny's? What up? What's Gucci? What's Gucci?
I think they can be even bigger from a commercial perspective, but no question, they are huge moments. It's when all eyes of the world are on that particular sport. And how do we then leverage that moment when all eyes are there to really elevate how we show up? And I think U.S. Open, I think you're there in New York City. You got to see what we were doing there with
Nike athletes.
I mean, he's speaking a lot of filler words, but he still hasn't really said anything, right? And then I'm gonna cover this Nike refurbished app, and then we'll jump to the cool kick situation.
Yeah, and not just the athletes, but the way we were styling them, using them as a run. They were our models on the runway, launching new shoes beyond just tennis. So we see those moments as really big brand, and over time will be even bigger commercial opportunities.
On the U.S. consumer, just on the macro front, you know, what I hear a lot from retail CEOs is resilient consumer, but still choiceful and looking for value.
Yeah, so it looks like they broke down this interview too, and this one is where they say they're putting the athlete first, the center of it. But I'm curious,
Imagine being
which
able to
athlete is my thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna put this part on mute real quick. I want to say fair use because I want to cover this real quick. Like, who are they putting at the forefront? What's the next big athlete? Is my whole story, right? With this whole thing, let's see if we can skip this.
So here you are. It's been almost a year, and you've had a year to really dig in and sift through.
He's almost
the
been at
issues,
Nike for a year, right? Because this was
turn it
published
around.
5 days ago.
So what's your diagnosis of what went wrong?
Well, I try not to look backwards. I've tried to snap the chalk line and move forward. But if I had to, I think I'm going to oversimplify it. I think when COVID hit, supply got constrained, demand goes up. And I think the team did what I think anybody would do. You shift product over to digital commerce.
So he's trying to say that, during the whole 2020-21, they kind of lost control, which they did. He's saying it professionally, right? But my thing is this, y'all did, but now can we bring it back?
And all of a sudden that takes off. It's double revenue, double margin, and it's a winning strategy. And then, of course, everything normalized. Physical retail started to open back up, and we continued on with that strategy. And so continue to invest in Nike Direct digital commerce. And I think over time, it ended up hurting the brand because...
So he's saying what he thinks that's happening, and I guess he's going to be able to bring it back. Let me touch the chat real quick. Divine Photo says, what up, Manny? Slayer and Joe Jets 100. Manny with the kick says Joe Jets and Slayer and Divine salutes 100. Strong Arm and Long Beach says salutes to Divine and Manny's. Appreciate that. I'm going to get into the article as soon as I finish up this last little bit of this interview right here.
There's a certain set of consumers.
Hold on. Divine says he need to tell the Jordan team to change the old tech from Jordan 1 through 9. You think it's the technology? You think it's the tech? I think they've been slowly making the technology better. And I say that to shade because if you think about it, dog, buying a phone posit back in like 2017 and back then or what have you versus buying one in 2025, apples and oranges on like how it fits, right? It starts out the gate comfortably already. So I mean, like they're doing something to the table. You know what I'm saying? I buy the same size. You know what I'm saying? I think they're getting there. It's just gonna take time, like he said. Long Beach says salutes to Slayer as well. Let's see real quick.
Consumers that want to shop choice, and they want to shop across each of the different channels of distribution. And so when I came back, that was one thing, and then the other one was also maybe spending too much focus on 3 sportswear styles that I think.
So he don't want to spend too much focus on 3 sportswear. He don't want to be super versatile. He wants to find one spot and drill it home. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
We ended up putting too much revenue behind those 3 sportswear styles.
So now you're fixing it. You're cleaning up. Yeah, but we've also talked about culture.
Yes.
And the unique culture of Nike. And
you know what Nike needs, and this is just easily proven over time. They need the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? They got Drake, but, he's not looking so great when it comes to the sneaker stuff. They got Travis Scott, but us sneakerheads have gotten used to that. You know what I'm saying? They do need another athlete, a big athlete at the center of the table other than Jordan. And we can, LeBron, them are there and stuff like that, but they don't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't on the level of Jordan, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But and Lil Yachty, I don't think he's going to be able to top what Travis Scott's done either. So, I mean, that's going to be interesting as well. I want to put that out there.
What you're doing to sort of bring things in a different direction.
My first day on the job, which was October 14th, I stood up on stage, and my first slide had 2 images and 2 statements. We're a sport company, and we're a growth company. And we're not, they're not mutually exclusive. When we grow sport, we grow the overall marketplace. And
let's see, Long Beach says, the thing is, Nike doesn't have anything people are interested in outside of a few models. Also, Nike damaged their brand by basically handling sneakers to resellers. You think they played a part in making sure it was not? Let me put this. I don't think Nike them necessarily handed it directly to resellers, but they didn't start really fighting against it until they saw the complaints and saw their sales starting to go down, if you ask me, right? And Vaughn says, the issue is Nike has they brought Wale, but they are taking too long to release. They brought Wale, but are taking too long to release those shoes. They keep promoting it will get played out if you don't release it soon. This is true. I agree with that one. What is this? 6 day 1 go 9. Got the joint like this. What up? What up? My thing this, Devon, right? I get it. Wale should have been there before Yachty, if you ask me, right? Okay. I think he could have easily. This is the thing. They let him do the ad for the cherry blossom, but they could have milked that a little bit more and dropped it across the board a little bit. I mean, yeah, probably more pairs over here, but I think we should get that joint back. They should run that one back and do a little bit of a wide release. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, he could have easily been over there. As much as you got a true sneakerhead who's talent, who can really help write some great music and stuff behind the scenes. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, yeah, they dropped the ball on that one for sure. You know what I'm saying? Where we had Devon says, I mean, Nigel did bring hype, but it's to the same models and Jordan 1s and 4s. They okay, but they still not the, you know what I'm saying? Nigel, most people, no disrespect, he not like he is an athlete and he's a great BMX rider. I know he's good, but he's still not like he ain't brought to the table what, and I hate to keep comparing people to Jordan, but you know what I'm saying? Where that deal is, and this is where people can pick up on there, Allen Iverson with Reebok should really step up. Because he could really be that guy and bring the streetwear back and bring rappers over there because they had it at one point. Why they're not doing it over at Reebok, I don't know. But Nike them, that's my thing too. They need some type of cultural influence on there, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? They know that, and you know that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real.
When we grow the overall marketplace, I like our chances of growing. And you would have, it was a loud clap because, hey, we're going back to sport. We're going to put the athlete back at the center of everything that we do. And I think that's really helped from a cultural perspective, anchoring and centering us back on sport. But in addition to that, I started really spending time on our mission statement, our sense of purpose. Why do we come to the office every single day?
I sound like he's overthinking it, if you ask me, right? That's just if you ask me. Let's see, where we at real quick. Devon says, honestly, a Joe Freshgood would bring more innovation to Nike. Yeah, he could bring something different to the table, but I think he's going to be loyal to New Balance too, dog. But I mean, at the same time, Nike them seems like they don't want you work. If you work with them, they don't really want you working with other brands either. We just got to keep it real. Long Beach says, Nike promoted resellers. Sean Witherspoon is a reseller. Why does he get a collaboration? Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there, right? And I get where you're saying, Long Beach. But didn't Sean Witherspoon win a quote-unquote competition to get that joint and then it kind of just took off? I don't think, and this is how the story is sold. I'm not saying it's true. But from what I got from it is they didn't know who he was. He just entered the competition and won. And his shoe took off and then, yeah, they did a lot of marketing. Would have been the same had it would have been like, say, if like I entered the competition and I would have took off like that. You know what I mean? Just food for thought. And it was a collab too. He didn't just design that shoe by himself. It says, Sean literally had the shoe selling in round 2. Why did Nike make it so tough for regular consumers? This is true, but I think they've learned that's kind of bit them in the you-know-what when they started to see resellers start to profit off their product, probably a little bit more than they anticipated them to. Allegedly. Whole Live is a legend in the opinionated base, by the way. Want to throw it out there. Devon says Nike should ask Salehi. That would be an interesting because he's worked with New Balance and he's worked with Puma. So he's, you know what I mean? He brings something different to the table. Says Salehi is independent and work with different brands. He does, exactly. That's kind of what I was just saying, most definitely. I can see that. I don't know. I feel like they do need an athlete, but who? You know what I'm saying? But thing is this too, right? John Morant could be a great addition. He is over there too, but they could do a better design for him. if you ask me. Because the problem with the rest of the athlete sneakers, they look like just something you should be working out or, you know, playing ball in or what have you, right? Jordans look good on and off the court. You know what I mean? It don't look like something that you should. I don't know. Maybe we're just mind seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Long Beach says, why would you allow a reseller to win the competition? Maybe they did. And again, Long Beach, I get where you're coming from, bro. Maybe they didn't know who he was at the time until they had already did it. And then they saw it was like a win-win. But maybe it was an inside job and they were going to choose him regardless. You know, I don't know. You know, but I get what you're saying. But I'm going to assume they didn't know. I'm going to assume they didn't know. Says, that hurts your brand. We've seen Nike distance themselves from people that could bring bad optics to the brand in the past. This is true. This is true. Let's see. Devon says, Ja Morant can sell, but I think he can sell. I mean, I think he's been keeping quiet. I think he can low-key bring a lot of things to the table and bring in that younger audience, and especially if he gets something like an NBA young boy, because as much as a fan he is of his music, you know what I mean, tie him in some type of way. Kind of like if you think about how like Allen Iverson, and I'm taking it back real quick, Allen Iverson and Jadakiss used to do those commercials together. Have NBA YoungBoy, okay, cool, you ain't getting no goddamn collab with Nike, and you're not officially with Nike. However, we can design a dope shoe for Ja Morant, let NBA YoungBoy perform the joint in the background while, you know, he do his like basketball moves and joint blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying that could work. Devon says, Ja Morant can be successful with his kicks, but he gotta stay out of trouble. He's been quiet though. To be fair, he's been quiet for the last couple years. Says the reason Anthony Edwards' shoe got popular with Adidas is the deep playoff run. This is true. I don't think he's gonna be able to do that again though. You know, just sports talk a little bit, in my opinion.
It's this idea of inspiration and innovation for every athlete.
Let me play the rest of this real quick.
And then I also we reintroduced our maxims, what we believe in and how we behave. And I think all of those coupled together have really helped to lift and accelerate the culture moving forward.
What does that mean that you're going to put sport at the forefront of everything you do? Because people think of Nike.
What does that mean? That's a great question. What are you doing
differently there?
Well, so I think the easiest way to think about it, we have 3 brands, Nike, Jordan, and Converse, and we're reorganized. Just early September, we reorganized each brand by sport. So think Nike running, Nike basketball, Nike training, etc. We have small cross-functional teams in each of those segments, if you will.
Yeah, so he's saying he's gonna break it down like we already had, but I mean, still, he answers the question without actually really answering the question, right? Where we at real quick? Let's see. Divine Photo says Ja needs a deep playoff run for people to notice. He can get it though. He's been there. He's been close. He can get it. He got to stay healthy too, because he gets hurt sometimes too. You know.
Of business, and the idea is that the consumers in each of those segments and the competition in each of those segments is different. And so by having these small cross-functional teams, they come to work every single day, the Nike running team does, and they're there to serve the running athlete. And every decision they make, whether it's an innovation story, or whether it's a distribution decision, or if it's a marketing story, it all anchors on what do we need to do to serve.
That used to be separate.
And we were organized by men's, women's, kids. And we've lost the sharpness of sport.
He said he lost the sharpness of sports, but to be honest, I don't want to blame that all the way on Nike. I feel like there's no athlete that's kind of topped what Jordan's kind of did. I mean, yeah, we can take LeBron numbers-wise, but I mean, he still didn't do it the way that Jordan did it and the way that his sneakers are designed. Some of them are dope, but not all of them, you know? Devon says, where we are real quick, Adidas is killing it with the basketball shoes. They had a moneymaker in Kyrie, but we know why they blew it. I mean, my thing is this. The guy apologized. They should have gave him another shot, in my opinion. But Kyrie also need to understand where he stands with these brands and making sure you carry yourself at a certain way. You can't be writing certain things on the internet. You know what I mean?
Sport with men being the primary, women's being the primary, and kids being the primary. And so we flipped it. So it's Nike running, Nike basketball, etc. And then Jordan, the same thing. Jordan basketball, Jordan golf. And so these small cross-functional teams focused on a different consumer segment. And that's really helped us get sharp in a couple of areas. Number one, innovative product.
That's that word, innovative, innovation. I knew he was going to have to use that word at some point. He had to use it, right?
I think we'd lost some
lacking,
of that.
yeah.
So we're getting sharper on product, and we're wearing some here.
Yeah. From our premiums. And you had a good quarter with running, I know.
Yeah, we had a great quarter with running, and so we're getting sharper on innovative product, emotional and inspiring storytelling, and we're paying it off in an integrated, elevated marketplace, not just Nike Direct.
I'm going to say this. Nike, Elliott Hill, what have you. What I don't want to happen with the Jordan brand, which we slowly see this happening, do not start throwing a Nike logo on the back heel of each and every motherfucking shoe, like, because you know we like that on the back, but it really means something. We really pay attention to that. Don't throw it on a shoe on a colorway that we've never ever seen before, then put a Nike, and they've already done it, but I'm saying, like, hey, don't overly do it, or else we're going to notice as sneakerheads, and we're not going to buy the ish. You know, just fun fact,
Correct.
in my opinion.
But also wholesale, digital, and physical as well. So,
throw it out there.
Each of those teams,
Yeah.
that's what they come to work every single day. Product, storytelling, marketplace.
All right, cool. So we'll stop it right there for that. I'm not going to play the whole interview because they do got it chopped down. So we're going to drop to the refurbished app returns to the athlete first playbook, obviously, because I had to play that just to get to here. I want to say that, right? Where we at real quick. Devon says, just tell the truth. Elliott Hill, it's the sneaker leakers and robbers of cargo trains. That's not helping the situation for real. And I agree with you. But it says, where we at? Let's see. Nike's refurbished app returns to its athlete first playbook. Jefferies analyst Radel Konok says that Nike app refresh is a clear signal of its win now focus, putting sports and athletes and storytelling first, right? Okay. It says the Swoosh app refreshed. It's clear a signal to the focus on the sport and athlete first. Nike is making another strategic move to reinforce its market leadership and put sports first again, which we just kind of saw that Elliott Hill kind of drive that home in those interviews we just watched, right? Okay. It says the latest incentive is the brand's app refresh, with Jefferies analyst said that on Friday, sports and athlete storytelling front and center. He has also said that refresh is clear signal of Nike's renewed win now focus. The app contains enhanced navigation highlights with further the company CEO Elliott Hill's push to reconnect the brand with its athlete roots, which they're trying to say they want to basically, they need to find another quote unquote Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe we're already tied in. Who's the next athlete that everybody looks up to? You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're necessarily even saying basketball at this point. They don't care who the hell it is, as long as somebody that can be that guy that's doing something, you know, on the level of what Jordan is. You know what I mean? I feel like that. Which I get it, but at the same time, you guys really need to take the time and also go to the drawing board and put the proper design out there to make us guys look at the shoe and like, hey, this shit is dope. You know what I mean? But I know what they're saying. Well, we did that. We always do that. But Jordan shoes have a better story, I will say that, compared to any other like athlete story. We don't know their stories, you know, like that. We know where they come from, but Jordan's stories just seem so much more entertaining. Hence why he got a documentary. AI would be a great guy to have over there at Nike, but he's with Reebok. But he has a great story. In fact, he just dropped a book. Actually, ironically, he was just here in the DMV a couple days ago. I didn't run into him, but I mean, a lot of people at work said they ran into him. He was here. You know what I'm saying? Fun fact, off mode but on mode. It says, the new content reflects returns to Nike's athlete playbook. Exclusive videos and sports stories are front and center, and the app opens showcasing narratives and hero moments to deepen customer engagement. Konok said, he noted that the top Nike athlete are now the store fronts as each star gets his or her own personal shop inside the app. So basically they're saying in the app, they're going to show like, okay, cool. Maybe you can shop for LeBron's, and maybe you can shop for, you know, insert athlete here, Ja Morant's, right? I get it. That actually is not a bad idea. I never once said this is a bad idea, but are the people still going to be interested? Do we need another damn app on our phone? Right? We got the Nike sneakers app. We got the Nike app. Do we need the refurbished Nike app as well? I mean, if they're probably gonna lure us in with some heat and stuff that we didn't think that would be available anymore on the pictures, but never fucking get them, because they tried that as well. Want to throw it out there. Where we at real quick? Says the new Nike app also relies on enhanced AI tools. That's another thing we see floating around a lot here lately. To personalize the customer experience, making product and search easier with help, if needed, of the controversial shopping assistants. So again, they're trying to bring something different to the table and use the digital market, because a lot of kids now, think about it, all these kids now, by like kids, 5 and 6 year olds started out a phone. I was a teenager when I got my first fucking phone, and we didn't have all the damn apps and like that back then either. You know what I mean? Off mode, but on mode again. It says Nike last week posted first quarter earnings results that the beat Wall Street's consensus estimate. CEO Hill is conference call also disclosed that 8,000 employees were redirected to sports events, and new incentive that aligns the company's three brands, Nike, Jordan, and Converse, into more minimal or nimble focused teams by sport. Hill explained that the strategy will give each brand its own distinct identity to serve different consumers. Earlier in the year, the company introduced new product that emphasized its emphasis on running market. In fact, its new Vomero 18 sneaker surpassed 100 million in sales earlier this year. The brand also surfaced in June new women's sneaker Astro Ultra, which featured shapes and patterns created by the generative AI. Late last month, the Nike Skims apparel line launched with expectations that will drive interest among female customers. And if I'm not mistaken, Kim Kardashian is on that joint. So they did a collab with Skims. So they're trying to bring something different to the table. I'm not going to sit up here and bash the joint, right? It says, according to Konok, running sales in the first quarter grew 20%. Vomero Premium and Structure 26 for everyday running are heavily featured throughout the new platforms. He's also said digital compares for the second half should be easier, given the last year's third and fourth quarters where digital sales were down 15% and down 26%, respectively. The app refresh and digital repositioning in the works should provide at minimum a modest stabilization that could show year-over-year growth. The turnaround is here and the playbook is working, Konok said. While management tackled wholesale and inventory issues first to restore partner trust and markets health, it still needs to do more work digitally. The app refresh is a statement that Nike is expecting and channel with urgency. With customers engaging in order books strengthening, we think that the stage is set for Nike's growth to kick into high gear, Konok concluded. So we'll see if they can bring something different to the table. They're trying, and I get it. I'm not going to sit here and bash that right here. Let's go over the heist real quick and kind of like cover that real quick for like the last 15 minutes of the live, and then everything you need to know about the cool kicks things and kind of how it kind of ties into the joint. So crazy how this story kind of break up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cover it here from Soul Retriever. It says LAPD recovered estimated 1.4 million worth of stolen Nikes and train cargo at an LA home. Let's look at the quick facts real quick, because I know a lot of people already did this video back to back, but this is Polo's versions. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even really got a chance to read this whole joint. I thought it was cool kick stuff, but it's not. And who to say it's not tied into it? But ironically, that this stuff kind of happened back to back, right? Let's just throw it out there too. I know you ain't surprised, because I'm probably not either. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. We want to keep it real. It says quick facts. It says the LAPD announced another raid connected to cargo train sneaker theft. They confiscated an estimated $1.4 million worth of stolen shoes, tools, and other random consumer goods from a home in East LA. Says in a video posted of the raid, Cops showed a house overflowing with Nike boxes, stacked high and falling everywhere in every single room, including Travis Scott Jordan boxes, high and falling everywhere. Boxes and rainbow boxes of Nike SBs. Wow. So boxes, and this is crazy. This is crazy. So this is crazy. They said it was kind of like all over the place. Seems like it's just like a stash house. If you look at the images here, it says there's no direct connection between the Cool Kicks raid. Okay, cool. And that's what I wanted to confirm real quick, because everybody been using the Cool Kicks name in this whole situation, but this is going to cover everything we need to cover right here. It says there's no direct connection between Cool Kicks raid and the East LA raid, but the sneaker internet is already making plenty of rumors. So that's what I seen, a lot of rumors floating around. So none of this is really just kind of like true, right? You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the chat real quick. Devon says, just tell the truth. Elliot Hill is the sneaker leakers and the robbers of the cargo trains. I saw you posted it. I know I read that earlier. I mean, a lot of that plays. This is going to play hand in hand in this. If you look at it, $1.4 million in stolen shoes recovered. Like, damn, dog. This is my thing. Like, why? Because you can tell these are Travis Scott boxes right here. You can see Nike SB, regular Nikes, you know what I'm saying? I'm very curious, what the hell, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, as the Los Angeles Police Department is cracking down on train theft. Thieves across Southern California have been increasingly targeted cargo trains since the early days of the commerce boom caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, causing major problems for brands, retailers, and shipping companies while flooding the secondary market with cheap sneakers, power tools, and more. It says now, as a week of digital findings, store raids, and arrests, alleging that LA resale heavyweights Cool Kicks had $500,000 worth of stolen merchandise at its warehouse, including a pallet of Cavestone Jordan 4s. The LAPD announced another raid connected to cargo train sneaker theft. They confiscated an estimated $1.4 million worth of stolen shoes, tools, and other random consumer goods from the home in East LA. In the video posted on the raid, cops show a house overflowing with Nike boxes stacked high and falling everywhere in every single room, including Travis Scott Jordan boxes, rainbow boxes, Nike SBs. Outside the raid, the full brown cardboard cases that arrive at retail stores with full-size run covered and traps encouraging or enrolling over every walkway. So again, here's some images right here that you can see. I don't know. This is my thing. I'd assume nobody really even lives there anymore. I'm assuming it's an abandoned home. The person don't probably live there, but they got some ties to it because they're like, yeah, just use my spot. Look at this right here. Think about this. This is my thing. Next, I'm assuming they're going to find out who the fuck whose spot is this. Because ain't no way and I'm pretty sure whoever home it is, they're going to say they don't know. You know, they had no idea what the person was in, but look at these images, dog. Look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And clearly people were coming here, you know, consistently just throwing the shit off just to get rid of it. You know what I mean? I also feel like there will be more to come, and there will be lawsuits probably handed down to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Especially during the whole like COVID phase and stuff like this. This is probably a lot of stuff that still, I wouldn't be surprised is left over, but it's got current shit too. So if they got current stuff like the cave stones, it means they're still actively in the business, whoever it is, right? I'm not saying the person at home is in fault because we don't know if he had anything or she had anything to do with it, but somebody had to have a connection to this. I can say this, there will be more arrests made, I'm sure, right? Easily. It says detectives respond to his residence after receiving information indicating that the presence of the stolen cargo. LAPD stated in a release, the investigation underscores the importance of the integrity's collaboration in combating large-scale cargo theft and preserving the identity of Southern California's commercial supply chains. Where we at real quick? Long Beach Joe just says people will be going to jail for sure. Yeah. This is my thing. You see this stuff? You see these images at the bottom of the screen, Long Beach, and just everybody? Let's just keep it 100. Right? I'm not going to say the boxes are heavy, but it's a lot. Right? That's a lot of boxes. Meaning, there's no way in hell no one person can do all this shit by themselves. So there will be multiple people going down the pipeline. What I'm assuming, they've got the right people in custody asking them the right questions. Hence why we had the Cool Kick situation. And I know Cool Kicks may not have no affiliate to deal with the whole thing, but hence why they were like, yeah, the person that's probably talking, I'm assuming there's people already talking. Hence why we got the Cool Kicks raid, allegedly, right? But if you think about it, they're talking and they're like, yo, well, we sell this, and a third, this is about to go down. You don't know who's turned rat. You know what I'm saying? Boosie said it best too. When you do a lot, and the thing is, you can't do a crime like this by yourself. Let's just keep it 100. You can't. Look at that. How many shoes do you think is it? They said over $1.4 million worth of stolen merchandise. That's going off a retail price, right? How much is $1.4 million worth of sneakers retail wise? You know what I'm saying? It's like over 100 plus shoes in this fucking area and it throughout this fucking house. And they clearly don't live there. They're just literally just using it for storage. You know? I'm almost positive they're going to find a way to tie the person the only person who may have an out is the person who owned the home and say they had no fucking idea and don't fucking say shit. However, it's still, they're going to spend some money to prove that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to spend some money to prove that. Long Beach says, people will be going to jail for sure. Let's see, Mandarin Kick says, it says, ay, 6ix9ine, bye, shake my, yeah, people are going to talk. I mean, let's just keep it 100, dog. At the end of the day, this is theft. And this is not like death, right? Not trying to be negative or anything like that. So these guys are going to come home. But also, if Nike finds out in any way, shape, or form the person had like an inside connection, which I'm assuming, you don't get this for retail without having no goddamn inside connection, right? Because I have a feeling that person's going to get caught too. Mark my words. Mark my words, that person will get caught too. That person is probably going to get the really short end of the stick, because when they find out the mole, the source, if he doesn't get taken out, right? And I'm not wishing no death on nobody. When that mole gets found out, he's about to have a lot of like legal problems. He will do time, and he will probably have a like I'm gonna put it this way: if it's $1.4 million worth of stuff, and you're the guy that was kind of opening the door and giving people the inside job, the connection, Nike's gonna want 4 times that. They're gonna want probably 5 point something million. You know. If not more, right? That they know the person don't have. But pretty much I say all to say the person pretty much is a wrap. Can you bounce back from this? If this all leads back to you, can you bounce back from this? You know what I mean? Let me read the last part of this real quick. It says, cops aren't just confiscating the sneakers either. After arresting Cool Kick's owner Adele Shams for possessing the stolen goods at the warehouse, the LAPD announced the arrest of a 41-year-old man at the residence overflowing with sneakers. So there's a 41-year-old man there. I'm very curious who the hell that is. He's going to do some talking. Or if he keeps quiet, he's about to basically take the blame for a lot of the shit. But I didn't know that. So there's a 41-year-old person that was there at the residence with the overflowing sneakers. Says there is no direct connection between Cool Kick's raid and the East LA raid, but the sneaker internet is already making up plenty of rumors. Suffices to say that the story is still evolving, which it is. This story is definitely still evolving if we're going to keep it real. It's definitely still evolving. We've got our eye on the legal proceedings in both cases, and we wouldn't be surprised to see more raids soon, so keep it locked here, and we'll keep you updated and learn more. So this is the updated story from the $1.4 million train heist, right? And they found a guy there that was 41 years old. Question. Y'all think homie's about to just sit there and just, I have no idea that it was even in my home, Like, let's just keep it 100. They know that's not going to stick. You're going to have to say something. That's not going to stick. He's going to have to say something. Do you know who the hell else is involved? No. This is my thing. 41-year-old man, and I'm not saying that's old, right? I'm not saying that's old. But a 41-year-old man didn't move all this goddamn inventory by his goddamn self in his house, and he's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is taking care. If anything, they have him staying watch to make sure nobody comes and fucks with the shit, and they're probably taking care of him. It goes deeper than the 41-year-old man. Now, is he going to keep his mouth shut, or is he going to talk? Is he going to take the rap and do the time and let them take care of him behind bars, or try to come home early and let these motherfuckers get what they deserve, that, you know, the big head honcho? So we'll see. And I'm assuming, right, I don't think cops can let this guy go on bail, you know? I'm not saying he doesn't deserve bail, because I always believe that, innocent until proven guilty. But who's to say if he gets out on bail, somebody don't take him out because they know he knows too much? You know? It's dangers on each side. It's a big risk either way you look at it for the 41-year-old guy. You know what I mean? The homies that obviously he quote unquote works for could take him out, because they know it's only a matter of time before he lead them back to them and they ass got to do the time. Or he stays locked up and then they just hold him there until he starts speaking and snitching on everybody. You know what I mean? Could he do what YNW Melly, off mode but on mode, do? YNW Melly still ain't said shit, staying down there. He's been locked down for what, 6-7 years? Knock on wood, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, allegedly. Can he stay loyal and keep his lips closed for 7 years and not say anything and say he don't know? You know what I'm saying? And live behind bars. Everybody I know that's been to those type of places say there's something you don't want to go to, right? And I'll just leave it right there, man. That's the update on that. Let's talk upcoming sneaker releases. The Raptors join up here for the night. We're coming up on an hour mark, of course. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Not too much up on the radar. Let me put myself back on the main screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Splatter that. Boom. Should be back on the main screen. Again, I don't see anything particular. Let me go to the sneakers app real quick on my phone and just double check. Next week we do have a few drops, but nothing like super duper crazy. I did see the medium olive 3s have loaded on this joint. Don't look bad. Looks like those medium soft pink olives, they're still sitting, right? Is it a full size run? Let me check. Damn near full size run. The smaller sizes have sold out, but I'm not surprised on that. Another one of those Nike done put the Nike check on there for no freaking reason. We got the HBCU Air Max 95 collabs coming next week as well. Some Air Force 3s, Levi and Nego collabs coming. And then let's see what else we got. What else we got? We got the Jordan 1 Pro Green coming next week. And then looks like John Morant is trying to do his own version of like the Kobe Grinch joint. Not mad at it, but at the same time it's like, dog, I mean, you're kind of taking a cheat code route, but I mean, Nike them have been doing that. Even when we were talking about the Union LA joints that's supposed to drop next year. We had the Air Max 95 Big Bubble Blue Tint at the end of the month coming, as well as the medium olive 3s, like I just said. And then other than that, the only thing else I've seen that's kind of like coming to fruition here, I think I just kind of said it already, those blue tints joints, which I'll give you guys a glimpse of what those looks like right here. Boom, this is the ones I saw up on the sneakers app. They're supposed to be coming at the end of the month as well. So it'll be very interesting, man. For the people who are Air Max 95s, Manny with the kicks, I've been seeing you definitely pick up the Air Max 95s. Y'all know me. I'm just waiting on the neon joints because I really want those. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Comes with the game. The blue tints, I don't hate them, and I think it's a great gym shoe, but I don't know if I would just cop it right now, man, especially with just things going on. I don't want to speak too much on the politics things, but y'all know things are kind of, on kind of pause right now, and everybody's kind of on edge, and it's kind of definitely different. I can go tariff talk all day for a whole nother hour on the live, but I want. But other than that, man, I've been on this joint. It's coming up right at the top of the hour mark. This was a good one for sure. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always, man. We're about to wrap things up for the night. We definitely just covered the train heist joint, pretty much, where it all kind of ties to that, where people kind of been storing their stuff. It's kind of like been like a paper trail, so to speak. You see all these train heist robberies, these cops have caught them, this and the third, but they're slowly leading back to the original spot where it's probably all started from, that source. That's going to be a problem. That person, I would hope the head honcho, whoever he is, if he's smart, if I was you, because it seems like they're getting pretty close and your days are numbered. If I was them, I would be somewhere in Mexico chilling overseas and wouldn't come back until probably the whole thing died down. If you need to come back, if you got it like that, I'm assuming the person that got this got to have some bread, a band away home. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this person has got some bread. I'm almost positive, dog. Right? And then also we did kind of basically just covered that Cool Kicks may not be directly tied into this whole like train heist situation, but seems like they may have allegedly copped some sneakers from that, but didn't know it, right? Okay, allegedly. And then we just talked the Nike Refurbished app returns. So we'll see how that goes as well. I kind of covered that tonight. Other than that, man, I've been enjoying for like an hour and 1 minute. Let's go and wrap things up for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional Tron Halls, y'all know we got Music Monday, so I'll be back live again on Monday with another Music Monday. Until then, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Or of course, we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. I see you guys again on Monday, and definitely got more content on the way. Smash that like button and sub up if you haven't done so already. And I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember.